こんにちは。密着警察へようこそ。フロリダ州デランド市、とある交差点。それは2017年9月14日午後7時頃のことでした。一台のパトカーが現場に到着。ボディカメラがこれから起こる一部始終を記録します。警察官ジョアン・ジョーイ・モレロ巡査の視点から緊迫の職務質問が始まります。おい、そこの君。モレロ巡査の声が響く。電線から離れてくれ。アレン・キッドと名乗る男性は怪訝な表情だ。なんだって。通報内容はこうだ。男が交差点でドライバーに叫んでいる。だがキッド氏は何もしていないと首を横に振る。不穏な空気がじりじりと二人を包み込み始める。
How's it going? Can we get away from the power lines? Let's start with that.
Yeah, sure. What?
Get away from the power lines. Let's sit over here for a minute.
Oh, I didn't know we were.
You don't see the power lines?
I didn't even look up.
Okay, well, maybe you should pay attention.
Okay.
Have a seat over there. Get away from me. Sit over there.
You're pushing me away from you?
Yeah, I don't need you stepping up to me like that. Sit down.
Stepping up to you?
Sit down, or I'm going to sit you down.
I wasn't stepping up to you, sir.
Sit down. Sit down. Do you understand that? When I tell you to do something, you do it.
Yeah, is that right?
Okay.
You're on a power trip? Is that what it is?
No.
Okay.
I need you to listen. That's what's up.
座れ。モレロ巡査の命令口調が強まる。なぜだ。俺が言ってるんだ。キッド氏は納得がいかない。言葉の応酬がヒートアップし、巡査はキッド氏の肩を押さえようとする。やめろ。近くにいた別の男性が心配そうに声をかけるが、巡査は下がってろと一括。現場の緊張は最高潮に達する。キッド氏の表情には困惑と怒りが入り混じる。
Who are you?
I was just on the street and me and him were just talking.
Okay.
I saw that he was distraught and I was just trying to help.
Okay. I appreciate your help.
That's true.
Do you live around here?
Yeah, just next street.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it, sir.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
I was just trying to help.
Okay.
I saw that he was distraught.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
All right, man. Okay. God bless. Okay.
I hope the best.
Yes, sir. Okay.
What's your name, man?
My name's Alan.
Alan what?
Kid.
Kid.
Yes, sir.
Are you homeless?
No, sir. I am not homeless. Okay.
So what's going on with you today?
Nothing. I'm just standing on the street corner talking to this guy I just met, and all of a sudden you're pushing me down and being real physical with
Yeah,
me.
you know
And
why?
I don't understand. No, I
Okay.
don't know why.
Lower
okay?
your voice. Lower your voice.
Really?
Okay?
Do I have to do this?
Yes,
You
I'm telling you to
command me?
voice.
Okay.
Listen to me.
Because
I'm going to
you got
tell
a
you one
kid
more time.
badge on?
I'm going
Is
to
that
tell you
what it
one more
is?
time, and you're going to go to jail.
Is that right?
Lower your voice, or you're going to
Listen to
jail.
this guy. Okay. Do you believe in this?
Lower your
Yes.
voice, or you're going to jail.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not
going to go to
increasing my
jail.
base.
So listen, we are going to start over again, so you can learn. Go ahead and keep moving forward. I'm going to lay you out on the
I'm
ground.
just trying to get more comfortable. Okay.
You are going to calm down, and we're going to have a normal conversation,
you even
and you're
stop
going to
here?
understand why I'm here.
Okay,
if you
tell me.
shut up and listen for a minute, you
Tell
will
me.
understand.
I'm ready.
We were called here because you were here, supposedly yelling at the cars and causing a scene.
Negative.
Okay,
That-
are you going to stop talking so
that
I
is
can explain
negative,
to you?
okay?
You're about to go to
I
jail.
wasn't yelling at
You're
any cars.
about
Okay.
to go to jail. That is the last time that I tell you. Next time you're going to have handcuffs on you and you're going to jail.
いいか、声を下げないと刑務所行きだぞ。モレロ巡査の警告が何度も繰り返される。キッド氏は身分証を出そうとするが、その手は宙を舞う。お前はナマルスかナイカか。キッド氏が叫んだ瞬間、空気が凍りついた。モレロ巡査の表情が硬直し、次の瞬間、彼はキッド氏の腕をつかみ、地面にねじ伏せようとする。公務執行妨害だ。逮捕する。手錠の金属音が響き渡った。
We were called here based on what's going on. Whether it's true or not, it is not. I have no clue. That's why I'm here, to figure out what's going on with you. When you walk up to an officer and you get that close to an officer, it is not good. Why? Because now you're in my personal space. So I am telling you to back up, and when you don't back up, when you don't back up,
for you,
yes, when
to
I
get
give you
in
an
my
order,
personal space,
right? Because when
okay?
I give you an order,
because you're on a power trip, because
when I give you an order,
badge. Is that right?
because when I give you an order and you don't follow it, that's what happens. I told you to back up and you didn't. I told you back up again, or I'm going to sit you down, and you didn't. So I sat you down. That's how it works.
Is
Do you
that how it
understand that?
works?
Yes. So what's going on with you that you're yelling at cars or whatever? Where are you yelling at cars?
No, sir.
Okay. Where do you
Absolutely
live?
Not.
Where do you live?
I live in DeLand, North DeLand.
Okay. No, where in
And
North DeLand?
I'm on my way home. Okay.
Okay. Were you having some kind of issue? Did you need some assistance?
Absolutely not. This guy was just trying to help me and be a good Christian.
Help you on what way? In what way? What do you need help with?
Spiritual way. Okay.
Okay. Do you live with somebody?
No,
Okay. Do you have ID on you?
Huh?
Do you have ID on you, sir?
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
sure do. I don't understand why you're doing this. Why you're pushing me
Because I don't
around.
like people testing me. I don't like people
I don't
not
like
following
fucking
my
Nazis
orders.
either. Okay. Are you done? Can I show you my ID?
Give me the arm. Give me your arm.
Can I show you my ID?
Hold on, let's get his backpack off.
Copy.
アレン・キッド氏は暴力を伴わない警官への抵抗を理由に逮捕されました。しかしモレロ巡査のボディカメラ映像を検証した結果、州検事局は法的根拠と相当な理由がないとしてキッド氏に対する起訴を取り下げました。この事件について市が問題を把握したのは2018年5月のことでした。それまではモレロ巡査に対する具体的な措置は取られていませんでした。市が事態を認識したのはキッド氏を代理する弁護士から要求書を受け取ったためです。この要求書には事件の概要とともにモレロ巡査のボディカメラ映像のうち最後の約20秒間のみが含まれていました。その後フロリダ州法執行局がビデオを検証し、モレロ巡査の行動は問題があり不適切であると判断しました。しかしながらその行為自体が犯罪を構成するものではないとの結論に至りました。内部調査においてモレロ巡査はキッド氏があまりにも早く自分の方へ歩いてきたため実行可能な脅威を感じたと説明しました。しかし彼の所属部署はこの見解に同意せず、モレロ巡査の行動は過剰であり不合理であると結論付けました。地元メディア及びデランド警察署の公式内部調査報告書によると、ヨハン・ジョーイ・モレロ巡査は2018年12月3日に解雇されました。最終的にアレン・キッド氏は死を相手取った訴訟を非公開の金額で和解により解決しました。
And at the very least, I was hoping they'd maybe take him off the street and put him on a desk job. But to me, this is even more justice.
Kid, a military veteran, felt the firing was justified.
He needed to be off the streets. He had a really hairline trigger.
The DeLand police chief said.
これで一件落着かと思われた。だが事態は再び動く。国際警察組合連合の支援を受けたモレロ巡査は解雇の取り消しを求めて仲裁を申し立てたのだ。
Officer Molero wrote in the charging affidavit, which was our Exhibit 1 that you said you saw, that Mr. Kidd was, quote, highly intoxicated and smelled of alcoholic beverages. You have no reason to dispute Officer Molero's version of what he observed in the field, do you?
Well, looking at the video myself, it doesn't appear for the gentleman to, he was coherent. He was answering and responding to everything that Officer Molero was saying. So whether he had the odor of alcoholic beverage on him, I couldn't testify to that.
You've got an officer now that your own report and the BWC acknowledges you can't see Mr. Kidd's hands, whether he's clenching. You would agree that Officer Molero, if he believed this man was clenching his fist and possibly about to strike him, would have been within his law enforcement officer right to take defensive action against that, correct?
Yes, to a point. Obviously, if somebody's actually clenching their fist, you would, as an officer, I would step back, obviously, to kind of get a good distance between myself and the subject. The fact that Mr. Kidd clenched his fist, at no time did you see Officer Molero even step back from Mr. Kidd, which to me indicated that there wasn't a threat. If he felt that there was a threat, he should have stepped back. No, that's how we train. So if we feel that this person is a threat, you have to kind of separate yourself from the subject.
Do you recall approaching Officer Molero at church on one occasion? This was at or about the time you were completing your final version of the report, Exhibit 13, Union Exhibit 13, and telling him that you'd been pressured to write 3 different versions of the report?
That's incorrect.
You recall telling him at church that you had been asked to change the report 3 times.
That's incorrect.
Okay. So if Officer Molero says that under oath and or anyone else, are you saying that they're lying?
Can I clarify something real quick? First of all, I never approached Officer Molero. Officer Molero approached me. He was actually sitting a couple of seats ahead of me, a couple aisles ahead of me. He turned, says, "Hey, can I talk to you?" Absolutely. And we actually spoke. The conversation first started with my wife there present, my daughter and we actually separated. But the conversation never took place as far as me being pressured to change anything. That conversation never came up that way. As a matter of fact, Officer Molero asked me if I'll be willing to give him a recommendation, and that's what the conversation was about.
I think you told us a moment ago that you too would not have any hesitation to, if it were in your hands, to bring back Officer Molero and think that he could still be a good functioning police officer for the city of DeLand. Is that correct?
No, sir, I did not say that.
Okay. So you disagree with that?
I do.
Okay. First of all, you were an officer for how many years with the city of DeLand? Close to 6. Close to 6. Okay. And did you enjoy your job as a police officer for the city, sir?
Yes, sir, I did.
Would you like to have that job back?
I would rather anything more than that, sir.
Now, you admitted, you recall on day 1 of the arbitration, you admitted to Mr. Wood that if you had it to do over again, you wouldn't have raised your voice and gotten as agitated as you did.
Yes, sir.
You recall that?
Yes, sir.
So you acknowledge that, correct?
Yes, sir.
But it's your contention through your grievance and appeal all the way up through this arbitration, is it that you don't believe you should have been terminated? Is that correct?
That's correct.
Officer Molero, you were present during the testimony of Lieutenant Milan today,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
I want to ask you just about one issue and that, or one area of questions that I asked of Lieutenant Milan. You recall when I asked him about the two of you running into each other at church?
Yes, sir. He mentioned that we had no kind of friendship, but that's incorrect. You know, Sergeant Milan, at that time he was sergeant, and Sergeant Milan was one of the guys that was most driven towards me in regards to becoming canine. And you know, he was always telling me every time he would hear something positive about me. Me and my zone partner, Officer Bice, would come and sit in his office for hours and joke around all kinds of stuff. So it was hard for me to hear that there was no friendship, but that's besides the point. But
you mean today when he said that?
Yeah, when he said that. But that day, I could tell that he was just disappointed because he knew something that I didn't know, which it ended up being that I was going to be terminated.
そして驚くべきことに、デランド市警による調査手続きの不備やフロリダ州法警察官の権利焦点の遵守に問題があったとして、モレロ巡査の復職が決定された。市はメディアリリースで彼が職務に戻ったことを発表。これがこの事件に関して公に知られている大きな節目となった。その後、モレロ巡査が再び大きな注目を集めるような出来事が報じられたという情報は現時点では見当たらない。しかしボディカメラが捉えたこの出来事は多くの問いを私たちに投げかけ続ける。一体何が真実で何が正義だったのか。記録は生々しく残っているが、その解釈は一つではない。このカメラが見た光景はあなた自身の目にどう映るだろうか。この一部始終はボディカメラによって記録されていた。そしてその記録は法廷へ、仲裁委員会へと渡り、異なる解釈と意外な結末を生んだ。カメラは出来事を捉えるが、それを見る人間の目、そして制度の判断は時に複雑に絡み合う。感情的な警察官ほど恐ろしいものはないと思った方はいいねを。この緊迫した状況、そしてその後の警察官の復職という結末について、あなたならどう感じましたか？そして記録が残ることの意義をどう考えますか？皆さんのご意見コメントでお待ちしております。 これからも警察や様々な事件の動画をお届けしていくので、チャンネル登録してお待ちください。ご視聴ありがとうございました。